Hello folks, I certainly hope you had a lovely Christmas. I hope you ate as much as you wanted to eat. I probably most certainly did myself. Hope you had lots of lovely prezzies and enjoyed some off time. As you will probably realise now, your challenge week videos will be going up every Monday onto Teams, onto Microsoft Teams, and you will have the entire week to finish these. All entries must be in by 5 p.m. 5 p.m. on Friday. 5 p.m. on Friday is the deadline. So all work that you do in this session in your challenge weeks must be in by Friday. Please can you put everything that you do in the challenge weeks, if you're going to put them on your blog, I want there to be one single document on your blog that says challenge week 1, and then everything to do with it should be in that one single blog post. I don't want there to be 15 blog posts. Okay, luxury chocolate branding all this week. Think luxury, think high end. We're not looking at budget brands. We're not looking at making something affordable for the mass public. That's not what we're on about today. Today, we're on about thinking luxury. We're on about adding zeros to that pound. Yeah, high-end and luxury. You all know what I mean. You guys, you're all high-end. You're all luxury. Certainly. Okay, so the brief. Please read all. I'm going to go through the brief with you and tell you what it is that you need to produce by Friday, and then we'll have a little look on how to get you started with this. Okay, so the date is January 2022. Following on from the lockdown of 2020 and 21, Cadbury, now independent from Kraft Foods, find themselves needing drastic action in order to keep up in the market. The great British public are all now returning to the shops, and even with social distancing in place, are wanting a slice of luxury in their lives. Cadbury aims to cash in on this trend by creating their own stores to accommodate this. This will be a high-end luxury chocolatier set to compete with Hotel Chocolat and Thornton's on the British High Street, selling exquisite handmade chocolates, bespoke luxury bars and finest hot chocolate powders. Cadbury want their flavours and variety to be inspired by the current range of products but enhanced through branding. So inspiration taken from their current range of products but enhanced through branding. What you need to produce in order to win this week's challenge, 5 p.m. on Friday: evidence of market research, survey on social media of people's current favourite Cadbury's chocolate bars, 3 original flavour variety names inspired by your market research findings. So when you found out what the people's current favourite Cadbury's chocolate bars are, you need to think up 3 original names for varieties. You need to produce a mood board of luxury chocolate branding companies. You need to produce a new logo for the store Cadbury Exquisite. This can either be done digitally or it can be done on paper. That's absolutely fine, and then photographed. This will not inhibit your ability to win. A packaging design for a product in their new range that could be adapted to different varieties, i.e. a chocolate box, a chocolate bar, or a hot chocolate pouch. And any one of the following: a storefront poster advertising their new store, Cadbury Exquisite, a billboard advert displaying the luxury of Cadbury Exquisite, a website for their store showing the variety of products, or an animation video for the store to be advertised on YouTube. Please take note that the bottom 4 bullet points are any one of the following. So not 2 of the following, not all of the following, not none of the following, 1 of the following. Okay, do we get that? So there's evidence of market research, 3 original flavour names, a mood board, a new logo, and a packaging design for one of their products. And 1 of the following: storefront poster, a billboard advert, a website, or an animation. Okay, your final designs must, this is pretty much like the assessment criteria, your final designs must include the name Cadbury Exquisite. Please look at the spelling of exquisite. Nothing will look more budget than if you do not spell this correctly. An original logo for Cadbury Exquisite, not Cadbury's Exquisite with an S, Cadbury Exquisite, an original logo. Include an element of Cadbury's purple brand colour somewhere in the design. Somewhere, it could be a little flash, could be a little swoosh. Somewhere in the design, an element of Cadbury's purple branding. Also, it should look high-end and luxury. Maybe do a bit of research on what high-end and luxury packaging looks like. You know, it might not look like just your bog standard dairy milk bar. You know, what does high-end and luxury packaging look like? You know, it might be worth going to Hotel Chocolat in the middle of Nottingham, having a little look at their products, having a look on Hotel Chocolat's website, that sort of thing. Your final designs must not, this is equally as important as the must, your final designs must not use Cadbury's current logo or trademark milk jugs. Don't want to see Cadbury's current logo anywhere. If you use Cadbury's current logo, no, it's just not happening. Don't want to see the milk jugs. Don't want to see the milk jugs. This is all their budget sort of supermarket shelf, newsagents, 50p chocolate bar range. You know, they are trying to move away from this. It mustn't be entirely purple. They've done entirely purple before. They've done entirely purple with their dairy milk bars, with the large bars. You know, they're moving away from this. They're looking for high-end. And it must not include the names of current products. I don't want to see Whisper. I don't want to see Dairy Milk. I don't want to see Flake. The names of the varieties that you choose must all be inspired by these. So, you know, Whisper might be something like Silky Bubbles or something like that. But it's not going to be a Whisper. Whisper is their budget range. Tips for a successful rebrand. Okay. These are just a few things that I thought I'd put in to help you from my experience in branding. Is keep your client's wishes in mind throughout the process. Go back to that screen where I've showed you the start of the brief. What are the client's wishes? What is that they're wanting from it? Okay, if you manage to fulfill this, then you're part way on going to make your clients very, very happy and complete a successful rebrand. You must take influence from the competitors' branding. Only take influence from them, but be original in your designs. So have a little look at other luxury chocolate brand companies, other luxury chocolate bars, all that sort of thing. Chocolate bars that cost quite a lot, you know. There are other than Hotel Chocolat and Thornton's, there are lots of other high-end chocolatiers. Have a little look at the sort of products that they're producing. Have a look at their branding. Do not copy it. Do not copy it. You know, I've seen lots of it. So please be original in your designs. I want you, if you make font and design choices that are high end and luxury. If you're deciding what font, don't just go with something like Cooper Black. Don't go with something that looks Helvetica or that's sort of like thin and weedy and naff. You know, if something looks too budget, it won't fit in with the brand. That is the whole thing when you're choosing what sort of fonts, what sort of patterns, what kind of textures are you going to use for any of your designs. If it doesn't look high-end and luxury and it looks too budget, it won't fit in with the brand. Okay. Another tip for a successful rebrand, offer something original to other current brands that are on the marketing in your packaging. Maybe an illustration that's transferable design, an illustration that may be able to be used on the posters, may be able to use on their storefront, may be able to be used on their website. Just something that makes it a little bit original and makes it something different. But again, all the time with this, keep it high-end and luxury. High-end and luxury is what you're thinking. Okay, the setup. This is a little bit to sort of like get you moving with this. First of all, you're going to need to find out which Cadbury products are the most popular to inspire varieties on. So I would suggest please create a poll featuring 6 or 7 current Cadbury products and ask your friends and family or anyone who will answer you which their 3 favourite varieties are from your list. When you have approximately 10 responses or more, decide on 3 varieties that will inspire your design. I would say the more you have, the better. The more you have, the better. But you don't have to go wild with this. Just get as many people as you can. Around 10 is probably about the minimum. Decide on 3 varieties that will inspire your designs. Then, after you've done this, when you've found out what 3 varieties are you're going to go ahead with, these 3 varieties, make them current Cadbury products, like I said. So, like, they're thinking like Dairy Milk. We're thinking like Whisper, all that sort of thing. Flake, it's dead easy to find out what current Cadbury products there are out there. After you've done that, the second bullet point, think of 3 new names for these varieties that suggest luxury. This could be anything that you want. At all. A good example of basic branding, French translations often suggest luxury. Also try using a thesaurus for help. Thesaurus.com, brilliant place for doing that. But French translations, if you can find a French translation that is, or maybe even an Italian translation, depends what kind of mood you're wanting to give across with your new branding. Foreign translations often suggest luxury. For some reason, this is what we think of as luxury. So, once you've got them 3 new names for these varieties, I want you to create a mood board of luxury chocolate brands and their branding. So then go and have a look at loads of different chocolate brands, luxury chocolate brands. Look at the branding that they use. Look at the it doesn't have to be just one mood board. You might want to have one for different packaging. You might want to have one for different fonts used. As much research as you can find on luxury chocolate brands, but produce at least one mood board of luxury chocolate branding and brands. And then when we've created them 3, create a logo for Cadbury Exquisite. Research high-end luxury brands for inspiration. These will give you the correct feeling that you are trying to achieve. Some inspiration for you, folks, then. Hotel Chocolat, lovely. Look at them chocolates. They are fantastic. I tell you, these are absolutely gorgeous chocolates if you ever get to try them. They've got a shop in the middle of Nottingham. I thoroughly recommend you take a few pounds over there one day and dip into what their varieties. Beautiful. Thorntons are a little bit more high street than Hotel Chocolat, even though Hotel Chocolat are also on the high street. What I mean by that, Thorntons are probably sort of the bottom end of luxury, I would say. Still produce fine chocolate. A lot of their branding is very, very high end though as well, so I thought I would include them. Fortnum & Mason, fantastic shop. Yeah, you won't get much change out of 20 quid for a box of chocolates there. Fortnum & Mason, beautiful packaging design, absolutely beautiful packaging design. When you're designing one of your packages, you might choose to do a chocolate box, and if you're doing a chocolate box, have a look at something like Fortnum & Mason. Can't really go wrong with the textures and the artwork that's included there. Charbonnel A. Walker, beautiful illustration. If you're an illustrator, this is chocolate box design is right up your street, believe me. Here is the dark chocolate selection of Charbonnel and Walker, a beautiful piece of packaging. House of Dorchester, luxury chocolate selection, another one. Your box doesn't have to be square. The box doesn't have to be rectangular. Think outside the box. In other words, I cracked myself up. I know I don't make anybody else laugh. It's fine. The House of Dorchester do this beautifully with the heart-shaped box. The Highland Chocolatier. It doesn't have to be specifically English. The Highland Chocolatier, exquisite chocolates made from in Scotland. Absolutely beautiful chocolates there. Is this something that you could incorporate? Something like this. Lovely colours of boxes. See how the box opens. It doesn't have to be a lid that flips straight off it like a normal one. This suggests luxury in the way that the box opens. It's almost like a ring being presented to somebody, when you're getting engaged, that sort of thing. That's the sort of feeling that I get from this. You look in the background of the Highland Chocolatier thing page as well. It's got this beautiful pattern in gold and white. I think this is fantastic, and the patterns across the top of the chocolates. Is this some way that you want to go as well? That might be worth thinking about. Willie's Cacao. There's a great documentary a good few years ago about Willie's chocolates. These are fantastic though. I included this one because these are cost a bomb. These cost a bomb. Single estate milk chocolate with sea salt truffles. Beautiful. Again, you're using beautiful illustration. Look at the colours of the box as well. If it's high end, it doesn't have to be all golds. This one sort of like has a little bit of gold in it. Maybe that may be the way you want to go with it. Maybe not. This looks high end. It looks expensive. It's got these flowing, beautiful patterns across the bottom half of the box that I think make this really, really high end. Sarah Bunton, a small chocolatier. I just include this one because, is a ribbon something that makes it. Look at the fonts that Sarah Bunton uses. There's a lot more sort of like very more sort of modern, very sort of clean sans serif fonts. It might be a different direction you want to take the high end and luxury in. Okay, so there are a number of resources that I've put on here for you. These might take a little bit of Google searching, but if you type these into Google, you should be able to find a link to it. So there are videos on YouTube with the following titles: how to create a luxury brand, luxury branding, how to build a high-end brand, luxury selling, 21 essentials, how it's made, luxury chocolates, this is the world's most expensive chocolate, unwrapping chocolate packaging, and Cadbury's sweet success. I suggest you have a look over Google, over YouTube, at these videos before you do anything, before you start this product. This will get you in exactly the right sort of mind. Websites I've found, Google these titles. List of Cadbury's products, I'll find it. Cadbury's actual website, have a look what their current products are. Luxury branding for chocolates, 7 ways to create luxury packaging, luxury logo design inspiration, and how to build a strong luxury brand, and Pinterest luxury logos. I wish you all the best of luck with this challenge week, and I cannot wait to see what you produce from it. So nothing more left for me to say. Enjoy your sessions this week, and 5 p.m. on Friday I'll be judging the winner. Okay, thank you very much, folks.